Okay, guys, welcome to episode 2, Carolina GMO and NHL 2015. Stubbzilla here, and basically just going to open up this trade screen here. If I'll address this first. I have the Boston Bruins third round pick because I traded Nathan Gerby for it. So we're basically looking for a trade for Semin. I'm going to take Shane Doan, the contract, off of the Arizona Coyotes, and I can also put in Ekman Larson if I put in a first round pick. Semin in the first, basically for Doan and Ekman Larson. Hainsey is for salary cap, and I wanted a little bit more back for that because he is top 6, so I decided to take a third round back and put a third round in from the Bruins as well. So we're just going to see if this goes, and then we'll do lines, and then we'll start simming from there. Propose, and that's accepted. Okay, so we've got Ekman Larson and we've got Doan, which gives us a bit more defense towards the top lines, which we kind of needed, and we get another defender as well, which we definitely needed. Falk and Ekman Larson, an offensive and a two-way defenseman. You can't really go too far wrong with that on your first line. So I'm just going to go to edit lines here, and I'll show you guys the makeup of the lines before the simulation as well. I'll tell you, if we just scratch someone who's starting, scratch, yes. And I'll just try and exit and then get best lines that way. Okay, so Falk will be on with Ekman Larson. We'll give him his right hand side. Sakira will be with Gleason, and Harrison will be with the guy that we brought up, Ryan Murphy. That'll be the defense, and on offense, just gonna need to switch this around. So Lindholm is gonna be on the third line. It's basically gonna be like a bit of a kid line, I guess you could say, but Setaguchi's also gonna be there as well. Lindholm's going to play the centre, Loctiano's going to play the left wing, Setaguchi's going to snipe on the right, McClement's going to be the centre in between Winnick and White, and Alfredson's going to play the second line. Shane Doan, power forward, is going to play that first line. Doan style, yeah, that's defense right there. And then Skinner, obviously we've got a bit of playmaking ability with Stahl. He brings defense, and then Skinner can snipe on that left hand side. Toulouse's going to be the left wing sniper. We could probably do with improving that at some point. I wouldn't mind putting Setaguchi up there, but I feel like he's going to be better served playing the third line with the two youngsters, so that we get some goals from that third line as well. And I trust that they're usually pretty good with the power play. They've done a good job there. And 4 mana, yep, can't complain. Penalty kill looks good. The 3-man PK looks good as well. Extra lines, we're just looking at 4 and 4s. Continued, yeah. Yep, no fuss, no fuss. Okay, so that's really improved us, that trade. I think like it's a fair trade on both sides as well. Like Arizona get a sniper that they were looking for. We've taken a bad contract off of them in the process as well. I mean, we have taken Ekman Larson, but they have taken our first round pick as well, which works out for us because we can't use it, and we get something that we can use, i.e. a player. So just going to count 19 games here. So that's 5, that's 9 up to Arizona. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then we'll be at Colorado for our first game. But let's just simulate through. I'm just going to actually just turn injuries off for the simulation, but I'm going to turn them on for the games. So league settings. Injuries will be off for the simulation, but as I say, we'll turn them off. We'll turn them on for the gameplay. I hopefully won't forget to do that. Back to calendar. And let's get 2014, 2015 for the Carolina Hurricanes underway. So we've got Islanders first two. One at home, one away. Just wait for that to come through. Okay, we start with a win, 2-0, 2-1, 2 wins, like that. We're not going to do anything with the amateur scout. As I say, I had a run through with it, and it all looks really, really good, but we need it to work. We need drafting to work first before we can start getting the most out of it. But once it does work, that's going to be interesting. First loss to New York, no shame there. Started 3-1, so we got a good start. We'll see where we're at after that Vancouver game, but hopefully we can maybe 6-2, maybe 7-1. Who knows? Okay, he's going to do this every week, isn't he? At Winnipeg, come on. Should win this. Yeah, shutout win. 2 shutouts in the first 5 games. Cam Ward's standing on his head right now. In Canada, for 2 games, Calgary, we get the win. Edmonton, poor start for Edmonton. Can we get the win there? We don't. That's a shame. We've started 5-2 though, and we stay in Canada for a 4-game Canada stretch. Can we beat the Canucks? We can, 3-2. So a 6-2 start going into November. It's a very, very good start for Carolina. I didn't expect a start that good, but we'll take it. We will take it. It's a tough stretch coming up here, but we get a win, 2 wins in a row. So we started 8-2, no overtime losses or shootout losses. Columbus up next, 2 games in a row against Columbus. We get a win there as well, 9-2. We must have done something right. Okay, and now versus Columbus again, at home this time though. Can we get a win? We do. Wow, 10-3. Oh, because we lost to Washington, that's why we got shut out doing it. It will be a good year for rookies. Excellent, that's really good to know. No, I can't do anything. 11-3, wow. We're doing well. We're doing very, very well thus far. It could all go wrong in the next 5, but 6-3 against Winnipeg. Wow, we're putting up some decent numbers here. We get the win against Boston as well. This will be the true test. San Jose, they're 13-5-1, and we do lose. Probably the realest test of the season thus far. Dallas have also gotten off to an okay start. Sat exactly 900 if you just count win-loss record. And we get the loss there as well. Now, didn't want 3 losses in a row going into Colorado, so let's just snap this very quickly. Ooh, 3 losses in a row going into the Colorado game. So we're 13-6 as opposed to 13-3 that we were after the Boston game, but that's okay. That's okay, we can deal with that. We will go to Stat Central. Philly are leading the way in the division, but we'll just have a quick browse over who's doing what for us. Points wise, we'll just check forwards first. Okay, so Eric Stahl's leading the way, 6 goals, 14 assists, 20 points in 19 games. Skinner, 8 goals, 9 assists on 17 points over 19 games. Daniel Alfredson making a case for going up to the first line here, 14 points, 10 assists, 4 goals. Shane Dono's doing about as reasonable as you can expect him to. almost a point every other game. 6 goals, 5 assists, quite rounded. McClement's got 6. Setaguchi's got 5 goals on the third line. Toulouse, that may be a case for swapping these two here. They've got the exact same amount of points, but there could be an argument there. Winnick's doing reasonably well. Lindholm's got 4 assists. Loktionov's got 3 assists. You'd maybe want Setaguchi making more strides goal-wise, but not an awful lot you can do. Jordan Stahl's been very poor. I guess you could say 4 points in 19 games. That's not a Jordan Stahl that we are accustomed to. But I would assume that a lot of that has to do with playing on the same line as Toulouse, and Toulouse not really having that much output. Jordan Stahl for his bit is only a -2. In fact, a lot of our players are minus players, and it's our third and fourth, or our third line that's plus players right now. But okay, food for thought, and let's go to defensemen. Let's see how these guys are shaping up. Okay, yeah, here we go. So Ekman Larsson 13 and 19, and Justin Falk is exactly the same. Falk's got 1 more goal and 1 less assist than Ekman Larsson, but 13 points in 19 games each. From our top line, you'll do well there. That's pretty much on course for a 52-point season apiece. So if we could get 100 points from our top defensive pairing, that would be great. Sekera is doing great. Murphy's doing good on that third line as well. Gleason and Harrison are the defensive guys, so you wouldn't expect too much out of them. And in goal, Cam Ward, he is 7 and 4. Goodobin's 6 and 2. Has a markedly better save percentage than Cam Ward does. But Cam Ward's got the shutouts, so, and they're splitting the games pretty evenly as well. So we may have to address that one as well. Like maybe trade down for a slightly inferior goaltender, but obviously use the value that you would get out of trading Cam Ward. That may be a route we decide to go down. But Kudobin's under 2 goals a game. He's got the better record. He's got the better save percentage, but he has played less games, and there probably is an argument to say that Cam Ward might have played the tougher games. Who knows? But that's the first 19 games, guys, and we will. Next episode will be a full game, and that'll be against Colorado. That'll be 6-minute periods, so it should be around about a 20-minute video. Hopefully that can be up just after this video as well. I'm not going to upload this one before that. Well, I will actually. I'll upload this one maybe just before the other one goes up. But yeah, thank you again for watching, guys. If you like this, obviously please leave me a like, please leave a comment, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. See you later, guys.